Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be looking at non-essential and parenthetical elements. This is the last topic on the SAT writing and language section, and as always we're going to be going through our 5 questions. We're going to explain them, look at their intricacies so that you can master this topic and the SAT writing section as a whole. If you like these videos or found them informative, please be sure to like and subscribe, and with that, let's get on to our first question. In Russian religious art, before 1600 AD, painters used panels, large wooden or metal surfaces, to paint icons and other religious imagery before canvases became available. Panel paintings were often used to decorate church altars. Let's see. So we have large wooden or metal surfaces. This part is going to be non-essential. If we took that part out, we get painters used panels to paint icons and other religious imagery, which is a complete sentence, right? So that works. So this is a non-essential part. Now, how do non-essential parts work? You have to start and end with the same thing, right? So if you start with a dash, you have to end with a dash. If you start with a comma, you have to end with a comma. If you start with a parenthesis, you have to end with a parenthesis. This starts and ends with a dash, so that's going to be correct. This starts with a dash, ends with a comma, incorrect. This part doesn't encompass the entire non-essential part, and this one doesn't have anything here. So that's how we do this question, and I think it is worth noting that whenever you see a dash on the SAT, whenever you see a dash on the SAT, it's most, okay, whenever you see a dash on the SAT, it's most likely going to be part of a non-essential or parenthetical element. There's almost no other time where they're going to actually be used, right? So if you see a dash, your first thought should be about these non-essential and parenthetical elements. Let's keep going to our next question. Racelyn, once a white mage, joined the Black Mage Guild after he felt betrayed by his twin brother Cameron. Well, the once a white mage part is going to be our non-essential part. So we have comma on both sides. That is correct. B, comma on one side. C, not non-essential. And D, a disagreement of the things on each side. So that's why our answer is just going to be choice A, no change. All right. Question 3. Sub-Saharan Africa, a region that comprises most of the continent, is larger than India, China, and the United States combined. So our non-essential part is a region that comprises most of the continent, right? Because we could say Sub-Saharan Africa is larger than India, China, and the United States combined, if we took that highlighted part out. So on both sides of a region that comprises most of the continent, we have to have commas. No change doesn't do that. Choice B doesn't do that. Choice C does do that. Choice D does not do that. So our answer here is going to be choice C, comma on both sides, and that's our answer. Let's go. A banana, besides serving as an energy source, reduces lactic acid buildup in an athlete's leg. Well, we could say that a banana reduces lactic acid buildup in an athlete's legs. So this would be the non-essential part. We have to have a comma on both sides. Since we already have a comma over here and we can't change this part, then this part right here has to have a comma. Banana, comma, besides. That's it, and that's our answer. Move on to our last question of this whole entire series, and it is: trains, planes, and automobiles, especially the latter, are the subject of Gary Stiller's new book, Our Lives in Transit. So especially the latter is the non-essential part. So we have to have the same punctuation on both sides. We have choice D, dash on both sides. So that is going to be our answer. So this was non-essential and parenthetical elements. As you can see here, it's mainly just about figuring out which part is non-essential and then putting the same punctuation on both sides. That is it for this topic. That is it for this series. Stay tuned for the next seasons where we look at the actual writing tests and we examine each one of them, we review each one of them to help you on the SAT writing and language section. I'll see you next time.